Alright, so I am making this video for all my ladies, all my women that get your nails done and you go to the Chinese people. This video is for you. Particularly talking to my black women. All women in general, but specifically my black women, because we have this narrative behind us that we're not portrayed in the best light. Okay? My black is beautiful. I know it. Love who I am. Period. Right? Recently, I've been the type of person to where I was saying, like, I am going to start spending black owned, because at the end of the day, when you go into these establishments, these places, and you get to asking questions, they don't like that. They'll get to talking in their language. So, basically, I'm just going to jump into my experience right now in the parking lot as we speak from Lux Nails, Fayetteville, Strickland Bridge Road. So, I learned about this place from a co-worker from the job that I was at. So I learned about this place from her. So she was like, I looked at her nails. That's what made me ask, because originally I was going to Pearl Nails. So I seen her nails and I was like, oh my God, her nails are beautiful. Pearl Nails does the same, quality work. This specific place, man, they are finessers. Do you hear me? Finesser. They like to finesse. $56. $56. No design, no length. $56. Full set $31. For the length, they charge $5 for the length. A full set is $31, and they charge $5 for the length. So normally I'm a long nail type of person. Long nail type. I get charging by the length. I totally get that. Like, I get that. But it should be a length that you start at with the charge. Okay? Because the more nail you have, the more work, they got to do. I get that. Like, I get that 100%. What I was telling her is, like, I'm not the type of person that when I go into an establishment, I got the money, whatever the price is. This particular day, I knew I wasn't going to get long nails because I had a problem with them before. When it came down to the other dude fast talking and his work wasn't even, I always asked for one of the owners. Today, they sent me to somebody else, and I'm not the type of person that'll sit there and do a video on an establishment just because. But the reason why I'm doing this video for women, black women in general, look, let me tell you something. These people run fast game because they know we want our nails done. They know either way we're going to get our nails done, and they feel like if they can throw a little bit of bling up there, make it look good, that they can charge whatever they want. This specific girl, she kept on, like, the whole time, you okay, you okay, you okay? Like, a freaking minute wouldn't go by before she asked me if I was okay again. Now, mind you, they give you the prices as you go, but you can barely understand what they're saying. So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool, I got short nails, so whatever price it is, I'm sure it's cool. It can't be no more than $40, 40, 30 something bucks. Gel polish, 15. That's how much the gel polish is. So your full set's 31. I'm thinking the full set plus the length, because I have no length. Mind you, no length. This is all I got. This is gel polish. Their gel polish is 15. So what I'm trying to figure out is, I've worked in commission-based atmospheres. Now, when you're working for somebody else and you're gonna want your commission. So I mean, I know how this shit go, like, by any means. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, so what did you say it was again? She told me $56. So I'm sitting there looking like, I didn't pay it no mind. I waited till I got to the counter for the owner. Now this is where it gets like real, because the owner's sitting there looking at my nails, and you know good and well. Now mind you, the last time I came, I paid $75. I paid $75 for my nails the last time I came in here. Okay, I had diamonds and everything on my nails. So you mean to tell me now, without that $5 coupon, that raggedy ass coupon that I had the last, that she tried to give me again, and I told her she can keep it, it would have been $56. Okay, she tried to fast talk gel acrylic. I don't want no gel acrylic. Give me regular acrylic gel polish. Period. Regular acrylic gel polish, because I already know how this shit gonna go. I got a feeling. I'm a child of God. Like I know once I felt it. But you know, I still stayed in the atmosphere, so that's why I'm just making a video, and I went ahead and paid it, because I should have listened to myself. Okay? For one, like, I'm not even not taking responsibility for that dumbass shit that just really occurred in there. That was my fault. I am making this video solely to let everyone know, when you go into these establishments, they speak English. They know how to speak English. When you in there getting your nails done and you come in, it's, oh, hi. It's all of that. But when it comes time to pay, that's when shit gets serious, and they looking at you like they gonna hit you with that number that they know fucked up. And you sitting there looking like, so the owner going with that shit, and I'm sitting there looking like, Rika, what did you do again? In life, you know, you're supposed to do things, learn from them, move on. This specific situation is my fault, because I had a problem with them the last time. Now, when I went to the owners and they did my nails, I was very satisfied. I didn't have any problems with the owners. Like, literally, it was a big out whole thing when they came out the door, like, whoever it was, you know, I'll fire them, da-da-da-da. But right when I get in there, the owners got attitudes, because I did not want to go to this girl. I already know what it's like going to new people that I flat out say, like, I don't know her. I've never been to her. I would have waited for the owners. They sent me to this girl. So as she's sitting there doing the count, you can tell when somebody's not sure of themselves, because you okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? You not want no design. So at the same time, she wasn't sure of herself, but at the same time, she was going to go for what she knew at the same time, because by any means, you working in somebody else's business, getting paid off commission or off whatever you make, you got to give them a certain percentage of it. I don't know how it works in there. All I know is, ladies, when you go into these establishments, and you're paying these prices, they come this way knowing what type of money they're going to make. They know who the customers are. They know we like to get our hair done. They know we like to get our nails done. These are things that they know. They know. But as soon as we go into these establishments, say a hair store, everybody's following us with either looking at the camera or looking at us to see if we're going to steal something. When we are your main customers, we bring the bread through that door. Period. Because when we get our nails done, we go all out. Like, once upon a time, I'm her, she's me. You can be just on your last, still trying to get your nails done. Let me tell you what really just came to my mind just now. Like, I wasn't even mad at them. I was mad at myself. Because if it's one thing I know I have with me, it's the Lord at all times. Like, I get this feeling like something's not going to be right, or it's not right, I should have just stuck to my guns. If I didn't get the owners, just walk out. I didn't do that. So therefore, I don't blame them. I blame me. What I'm trying to tell y'all is, when y'all go into these establishments, these people's full sets were $31. Boom, cool. Full set $31. I don't have long nails. Still charge me an extra $5, okay? On top of $15 for gel, which is good because most places charge $20 for gel polish. So I ain't even complaining about that. What I am complaining about is how the price fluctuates according to your day. Now, it's the end of the day. Your price fluctuates according to the day. The last time I paid $75, and I get my nails long. So I want somebody to help me understand. Now, if I would have got longer nails today, I would have probably walked out of there paying all of $100. Just because they know we're going to come through the door. Like, that's something that they know. They know we're going to come to the door. They're going to be all nice and friendly. Kiki this, kiki that. These people don't give a damn about you or your family. They're trying to feed theirs. When you walk into the grocery stores, you see there's no food on the shelves hardly. When you go, like me, I like drinking Red Bull. Right now, my specific Red Bull is not even on the shelves. Literally. So I look at little stuff like this and I know, stuff is in high demand. But if it's one thing I was raised on, and if it's one thing that I'll never do, it's scam somebody. And that's basically what it is. You go to a nail shop because they booming and bucking up in there. Like, you're not coming up out of that nail shop, even if you're getting a fill in, you're not coming up out of that nail shop paying less than $60, $70. So they caking up in there, like, rent paid, everything paid. Good. I'm saying that to say this. You can go to that entrepreneur nail tech in your neighborhood that's licensed, that's from where you're from, that's gonna put the money back into the community that's from the community that you're from. You get what I'm saying? So when you sow into them, they're sowing into your community. And if you have kids, that's sowing into your kids' future. These people don't give a damn about us. This money going back to Korea, China, like, all of that is going back. So why not put that money into somebody who knows what it's like to be broke, somebody who's trying to get out of the same streets or the same, generational curse as you, because we from the same area. So if it's one thing that I've learned in life, but this specific situation in general, it pays off in the end more, and it benefits you more, including your kids more, when you put that money into a community from where you're from. Not somebody that packed up and moved here knowing they can get rich off us. Somebody in your community that's doing the same thing. We got a hair store. We have a hair store in our community. The hair store can't fluctuate if you're not going. The prices can't drop no lower than what they probably already have. If you're not going, they can't pay their bills either. But because it's a Chinese establishment, or Vietnamese, whatever you may call it, you rather go in there because you can walk through the door without an appointment, right? When you can do the same thing by scheduling an appointment with that person in your neighborhood, with that entrepreneur that comes from where you're, because you can't tell me it's not. Somebody got somebody in their neighborhood, every type that knows that's a beast at what they do. I don't care what they're doing. They're a beast at what they do. Instead of taking your money and making their kids rich, making their situations better, because they don't come from where we come from. We'd give it to them before we give it to our own. Before we spend with the people that we'll run into in the grocery store every day, that we'll run into at the Cotton Festival, the Christmas parade. We'd rather spend it with motherfuckers that just moved here to get rich off us. Back then I didn't understand. Now I understand. I understand more so now, because I know that the lack of knowledge will cause people to perish, but I also know that my kids have to grow up. And just because we feel like, man, I'm just gonna go get my hair from Beauty World and just cut, no, I'm telling you, that one purchase you made there, you could have made at that business in your neighborhood, and it makes them a step closer to being able to provide whatever it is that you need to provide within your neighborhood. But if you're not sowing into something that's beneficial for you and your kids, how is it going to grow? If you don't go plant that seed, how is it going to grow? These people don't care about us. McDonald's don't care about you. When all of this shit go to shit, you think McDonald's gonna be knocking at your door with half the money we done spent with them? You think IGA gonna be knocking at your door with all the money we done spent with them? You think these nail salons, these restaurants, do you honestly think these people gonna be knocking at your door trying to give you something back from spending money with them over the years? I ain't even never seen IGA do appreciation, nothing. But another barbershop does. Every single year they give back to the community. Every single year. Because they were blessed enough to provide haircuts to their community. Black people. Mainly talking to black people. We got to get this right. Because if we don't get this right, our kids are going to suffer. Just because it's convenient at the moment, it could cause something way, way bigger to happen, man. And then the sad part is, it wouldn't be something bigger to happen for us. It'll be something bigger to happen for the people that moved in to get the money that they know we gonna bring in. If we do not wake up, we are done. If we don't start loving each other and trusting each other and just give them a try. What would it hurt to give them a try? You never know what you don't like, and you don't know what you like until you try it. I get to the point now where I say, I really don't understand us. But then I have to step back and realize where I came from. I was her. So then you ask yourself, what can you do to make it better? What can you do to help them see that the choices that we make on an everyday basis should benefit your community and where you're from, instead of benefiting the people that have been benefiting off us for years? Right now, you got some of the most talented people walking the streets in our neighborhoods, but they'll never get the chance because either they don't know where to start, nobody will give them a chance, or they got a lot going on. They really ain't got time to focus on it. It's right here and right now. I got bills. But what I'm here to tell you is that nowhere in the Bible does it say hustle. Nowhere in the Bible does it say work for someone until you die. Sometimes what it means on taking a stand means instead of taking that $30 you're going to take to them to do that fill in, take that $30 to that single mother that's in your neighborhood that does nails as well, and honestly a beast with it, that got dreams of going further but can't really do that if nobody ain't believing in them. That be our downfall. We be our downfall. It don't be nobody else. It be us. Because at the end of the day, if we all came together and actually started loving each other, man, we'd be a force. If everybody came together and started recognizing the talent that you have among you, because I'm telling you, it's some talent where I'm from. I don't care what it is. Whatever God gave you to make you uniquely you, package that shit up and sell it. Because nobody should get your services for free. They weren't with us in these streets when we didn't have nothing. They won't trying to get they won't coming through saying, hey, look, we just want to thank y'all for showing love to our nail salon. Here is we're having customer appreciation day. We got hot dogs, hamburgers. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. And they rich off us. That should be so bad. Like, it be so obvious and in our face that when Beauty World came to Dunn, that other beauty supply store was literally on their toes like, the competition. Oh my gosh. To the point where they were doing 10 and 20% off of their stuff. Because it was competition. It was competition in the area. Don't you think it's like a slap in the face when they don't feel like the people that live in this area are the competition? No, we the customers. That's where they hold us. We're the customers. Just bring us your money. Let me tell you something. If it don't start with you, if it don't start with me, if it don't start off the smallest thing that you don't think matters, we losing money, time, and honestly dignity. Because we should hold ourselves to a higher standard to know that if they can do it, we can do it. And we have people that are trying to do it. But it be your own people that don't want to support you. This ain't got nothing to do with racism. I got white friends, black friends, Mexican friends. I have a lot of friends, different nationalities. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with we have been last. And in the Bible it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. But you got to want it. Ain't nobody gonna force you to take a gift that God gave you. Like your imagination, your vision, like where is it? See yourself there. Believe it. Walk in your purpose. Because I promise you, you have one. Walk in your purpose. You should never feel like anybody's better than you. You should never feel like just a customer. Anytime you walk into any establishment, you should feel like you could own it. And if you can't own it, I know somebody where I'm from that's just as good as you. Because I know good and well everybody done had a bad experience with one of these places. They think they know what we're not going to do. We're not going to go in our neighborhoods and buy up the houses that are free. We're not going to take our neighborhoods back. We're not going to open a convenience store in that vacant building. We're going to let Arabs come in and make them. We're gonna let them go ahead and take that and get rich. Let them go ahead and provide that for us. We don't need nobody to provide a damn thing for us. When we gonna wake up? If not now, when? Because I'm gonna tell you the feeling that I got knowing you were getting over on me. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. But can I blame that shop? Because I knew. I know what they about. I was forewarned before I went in there. And I'm guessing I needed to go in there to get that. Oh. Y'all, spend with your people. Spend with the people that you went to school with. That's one way to start buying your neighborhoods back. You got to start putting money into them. Not people that moved into them to get rich off of them. In the Bible it says, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. So if you think that's all you good for, if that's what you think, then that's what it's going to be. Every time I go back to where I'm from, like, I love every inch of it. Like, I don't care if I see people walk, the homeless, the people, the so-called, what you call them, I'm not going to call them bums, the misplaced, the misunderstood. I love every piece of it, and it makes me want to do something more and more and more and more, because every single day we dying off stupidity, talents going to waste. Like, we more than that. Like, we are better than that. Know the power in your tongue. Know who you are. Know what type of God you serve. Nobody's better than you. You can do it just like they could do it. I don't care if you go to IGA and buy up every single loaf of bread in that mug. Get a barn, open it up, start you a grocery store like that. Start you a grocery store like that. You getting stamps? If it's one thing we know how to do, is we know how to make it work. But you got to have the mindset. You got to have the mindset. You've been shopping at a grocery store for years. You already know. If you're the type of person, you know you're a business person, you know how to make that. You know how to flip it. You can cook. You know how to sell them plates. You know where them warehouses at. Everybody like to eat. On their lunch break, especially working at a warehouse, you only get 30 minutes. I'm pulling up with plates way before your lunch starts. So when your lunch starts, you can go ahead and eat and still have time. What is you talking about? A business mindset. I don't care if you have not a dime in your pocket. With a relationship with God and a business, man, look, let me tell you something. You go in places, and that's what's going to scare anybody around you when people just stop coming in. I wonder why they're not coming in now. What's going on? Because we're choosing to put that money back into our communities. To me, that's the definition of waking up. Because being woke and knowing about your history and not doing nothing is for the birds. But being woke and having imagination, a vision to do something, to make a change, oh, you a powerful person. Even if you don't have the means to do it right now. You a powerful person because you got a vision. You got a relationship with God. Now walk in your calling. Because that's all you need. Faith the size of a mustard seed. and motivation from the people around you instead of hate, instead of competition. Do you know the force we could be? Stop sowing into any and everything, because when you go spend your money in an establishment, you are sowing into that establishment. That's what you're sowing into. That's what you choose to give your money to. But to be woke and to know, hey, look, I can't keep doing this. Somebody need to set up a meeting for the community. We all got to get together. We got to do something. And actually stick to it and mean it. Such and such got a barn over there. Turn that barn into a grocery store. Such and such can't take EBT right now. Okay. But it's a lot of people around here. A lot of people around here that pay for groceries with cash. And it's a lot of people that get food stamps. And if you shop with the person long enough, they'll be able to open a grocery store and possibly get an EBT system. Possibly get a debit card system. Really, you can honestly go to Walmart and get you a debit card system. We shouldn't be depending on EBT like that anyway. I know we all need it at some point. That's good to have. Who don't like to have it? But when something holds you back, it look good and it's something you need, but if it holds you back, it's stipulations to it, let it go. Make a way to let it go. Keep that in your mind. Oh, I gotta do this in order to do that. Look, let me tell you something. Everything that's free ain't free. Somebody somewhere is paying for it. Whether you're not paying for it now, you're gonna pay for it later. Or your kids are gonna pay for it. But the lack of knowledge will cause people to perish. So I'm not gonna stay on this video no longer than what I have. All I am saying is a relationship with God opens doors that you would never in a million years thought would ever be open for you. And an imagination, God liked to play with an imagination. He loves a vision because he provides those. And if you can see that vision, if you can see who you are, if you can see what your purpose is, oh my. It's not time to just wake up. It's time to wake up and put up. And that's two totally different things. All right. That's all I want to talk about. And this, I'm just going to post it in my video diary and just leave it like that. But it got to start somewhere. And if it don't start with us, it's not going to start. If we don't take control of how our kids walk these streets, what they're able to do, if we don't start taking control now, y'all have a blessed night.